It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
Sterling Hofrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from Soldier Field. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First carry down for David Montgomery. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago! Darnell Mooney, 73 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Bears 8. Falcons.
Looky here, a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and now an onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard. Line.
Ryan's pass intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Running back on the option.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get the quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
By buying time to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
18. Mike, check. 59. I got it. Mike's 5'9".
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darqueze Dennard. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drop?
He's got a man, complete. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons.
Lions pass.
Russell Gage, 97 yards. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game.
Youngway.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It got his man complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, 79 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. Out of the gun, Trubisky. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
The score, Bears 16, Falcons 7.
Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
A gain of 15.
Here's Gurley.
First down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
16. Falcons 7.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up the third down.
And it's third down.
Ryan. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score.
Lining up.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take it. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
By the Falcons.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Bears. First and 10 at the 22.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. They'll run for him with Montgomery. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. He's at the 50. The 30. 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Younghoe Koo lining up for the...
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Ryan. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's Calvin Ridley on the receiving end from Matt Ryan. And the Falcons push further out in front.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
To 2nd and 10.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again, Ryan. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Play action, Ryan. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
16 yards. 1st down, Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan able to connect with his top man, Julio Jones. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplished...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's got it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for it.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. Going deep this time for Miller. And this is going to be